This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. Delighted to be joined by Queensberry and Frank Warren's latest heavyweight signing, Delicious Orie. First of all, congratulations. Big day. A lot of media. But have you enjoyed it? Enjoyed getting it over the line?
There's a lot of media. You know, I've just got a mint. I don't know if that's rude.
That's fine,
I apologise. I didn't even know. Anyway, yeah. I've had a lot of media.
I'll hold it. It's fine.
Sorry, it's been a long day.
Mint holding, it's fine.
Yeah, a lot of media. I'm just excited. The next chapter is here. It's official. It's the official day I turn professional. So yeah, big things to come, to say the least.
Talk to me what has happened since the Olympics up until now. It's been a while. We see you over in WWE performance centres. At one point, we didn't even know if you would turn pro. What's led us from the Olympics to the Queensberry office?
A lot of thought, a lot of deep reflection on me as a human being, what it is I want to achieve, not just from the sport or as an athlete, like from myself. And the conclusion is become a professional boxer and see how far you can go. Because I don't want to live a life of regret when I'm older, looking back thinking, man, what could have been. So yeah, a lot of thinking and reflection. Why Queensberry? Because I believe Queensberry are the best promotion. I've been to all of the promoters. I actually seen Queensberry first, and I genuinely believe that they can take me to the next level. I know at the end of the day it's up to me, but they definitely have the best facilities to get me to the next level and in that world scene.
They have heavyweights at all levels, starting out. I know you're the latest one, all the way up to the IBF World Champion at the minute with Daniel Dubois. Do you feel like it's only a matter of time before you will slot into at least one of those levels and then just work your way up to Daniel Dubois?
Well, yeah, definitely, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be boxing if I didn't think I could get to the top. The same as I wouldn't have been an amateur boxer if I didn't think I was going to go to the Olympics. There's no point of me doing this if I didn't think I was going to go to the top. I might as well have been a wrestler. Do you know what I mean? So that's going to happen next few years. Couple of years, get to the British title level. I genuinely believe I have what it takes to become a world champion.
Did that play a part in your choice? The amount of heavyweights Frank has signed to his books?
I'll say probably a little bit. I had a little bit of an influence, but the biggest influence, what really got me there, was his track record of how he was able to build his fighters, and it's evident because the heavyweights are going to him. It's not like he made them go against their will. It was a choice that they made. So, but it was all the right choice. So for me, I just decided to add to that roster of fighters.
On the way up here, I was listening to an interview with yourself immediately after the Olympics. It was very emotional for you. How long did it take you to get over that disappointment in the Olympics?
I'm still not over that disappointment in the Olympics. I don't think I'll ever be over that disappointment. It's just something I'm going to live with. And I'm okay with living with that. It's fine.
Does that motivate you even more to succeed in your goal as a professional?
Yeah. It will push me on. Definitely. I mean, I believe I've had worse hardship and worse things that have affected me in my life. That's more of a core of why I do it and going to push me on. But it's definitely added to it, for sure.
I know you've said about Anthony Joshua, you switching on the TV, him turning you to boxing. He clearly had an effect on you.
Yeah.
For you to want to go into a gym, a sport that you knew nothing about. Is that another reason why you want to do this? You want to have an effect on the next generation of people and actually have an impact on not just world titles, money, which will come with what you're going to do, but on the rest of the country, the rest of the world, really.
See, when I was 18, I didn't know I didn't understand what I was going through. So when I was inspired by AJ, it wasn't like, oh, I'm inspired by AJ. No. It was such a natural thing that I did. He was a massive influence. And now looking back, being a lot more reflective on it, I'm like, he actually did really help me, mentally in the struggle that I was going through at the time. didn't have to be boxing. It happened to be boxing. He steered me, like you said. Actually, that's a good word. That steered me in that direction. I was this ball of energy that was ready to give more than anything to anyone. But it happened to be boxing because AJ steered me that way. So for me, I would love to do the same thing because I tell you what, the feeling is beautiful. And that feeling I was getting from about 18 to about 22, when no one believed in you, no one cared, you're doing these runs yourself, all these stuff. I was one of the happiest person deep down, and that feeling, I can't replicate. Honestly, I can't tell you how it feels. So if I can do that to somebody else, that's a superpower. That is.
You just said there you was a ball of energy when you was younger. That sometimes got negative connotations towards it, but you weren't going down a bad path. You were a very smart individual. Did you just feel like you needed that purpose in the next stage of your life?
Yeah, I was this ball of energy, and it was definitely positive. I wouldn't have, me and my personality would have never have been anything negative or something that would have affected me in a negative way. It would have been positive. So that ball of energy, don't get me wrong, there was some negative emotion in there that allowed me to push myself even more. But overall, it was a positive thing.
I know you've said in interviews, what I've seen today, I saw what you on TalkSport, Moses Itauma will be mentioned every interview. So, I will ask you about Moses, and your name will be just thrown about with whoever's there or thereabouts, and Moses is one of those names. But for you, is it just about sticking down your own path, what your team and yourself with Queensbury feel like is the right fights at the right time?
Yeah, and this is, one of the main reasons I'm with Queensbury, how they're able to build fighters and build them properly. I know that I'll be in a position where I will be facing the best in the world at some point. I know that I'll be built with the team around me to be able to have the tools to do that. So, like you're saying, all these names will be mentioned, and they will all come in good time when I'm a real polished and finished article.
Again, on TalkSport, I see you talking about Johnny Fisher, which would be the smartest heavyweight of all time. Probably both degrees, university. I know someone you've got a lot of respect for, but as you say, it's a matter of time until you will be in a stage of your career where you think, oh no, I might actually have to start calling people out now.
Yeah, to be honest, I think with the way things go, we'll see how it goes. But I think I will never have to call anyone out. I think they'll all be calling me out. To be honest, I'll be honest with you, they'll all be calling me out, and over time, everyone will get their shot, and I'll make sure to box everybody. So, even the likes of Johnny Fisher, and you were saying about I know the respect is there. The respect is always there. It doesn't matter if the person hates me, like absolutely cannot stand me. I'll still respect the person. I don't have any. It's their problem, not mine. I'm a chilled guy. Do you know what I mean? So, in the ring's different, but what is it? Max 42, 33 minutes, whatever it is, 10 minutes sometimes, depends. But that's all it is outside the ring. We could be good pals.
So you won't be taking over Derek Chisora's mantle by throwing tables at press conferences, no?
I just haven't got that in me, to be honest.
Just to kind of close off, Delicious, with the offer from WWE, is that something that you could still go back to? I know they offer a lot of kind of scholarships in their developmental system for elite athletes. I know you've gone down this route, but can you go back to it?
Yeah, the door is always open. I like to think I formed a real positive relationship with the WWE, and I genuinely do believe that we will do something, we'll make something work in the future. I'll build a name myself. I'll become a household name here in the UK, and we could do big things with the WWE in the future. I'm just going to make sure I get it right. I could do all this talking. The next few years, I've got to get it right.
Is there many similarities between the Performance Centre and the iOS up in Sheffield?
Yeah, there is actually. You're actually the only one who asked me that question. There is a bit of similarity there in terms of how things are structured. So your training plan, when you eat, and it's quite consistent. Obviously, there's a little bit of a difference with how things are carried because it is show business in a way. So you've got the acting side of things, but in terms of like the physicality, it's quite similar, and that's why I took a liking to it because that's my kind of way of training anyway. So I wouldn't have, if I chose to do wrestling, I would have. I do believe I would have excelled in it genuinely. But I just think with boxing, there's some fulfillment I've got to achieve first.
I should imagine there's quite a few differences though between the Performance Centre and the Steel City Gym, where you're based now. Grant Smith, I don't think's anything like Triple H, really, is he?
Complete polar opposite accent, actually. I've always told him this. In about 2 years' time, when we're going to do interviews, you're going to get a proper thick Yorkshire accent from me because, he's got one of the real thick Yorkshire accent that I'm trying to get used to.
What would you say your accent actually is? Because I know you're born in Russia, then London, then Black Country, now Sheffield.
I think I've got quite a neutral accent. I think I came to London, and that was where I got majority of my where I learned majority of my English. So I didn't pick up that West Midlands Black Country accent as much. And then obviously now it's going to be morph a little bit more into a Sheffield accent. So it'll be interesting actually in the next few years.
It certainly will be. Inside and out the ring. Delicious, thank you very much for speaking to IFLTV. I believe it's your last interview of the day. So go home, rest before Grant terrorises you sometime soon. Anything else you'd like to mention before we finish?
Support me. It's going to be fun. The next few years are going to be fun. I'm going to be out very, very regularly, and I'm going to be building to be the next big superstar. So whether you like me, you hate me, come and watch me.
Mini promo in there. Yeah. Thank you very much, Delicious. Cheers. Thank you.